Oh! Shit, dude! Are you alright?
I never worked a weekend, that's a no from me. It's bikes, both beers, and a swag by a tree. Diving in deep, or I'm towing a ski. At the office till Monday, baby, I'm free.
Alright, welcome back. Another wet episode. It's that time of the year. And that time of the year also means end of financial year. So, I will give you a breakdown of the whole year, what I got up to, how much I spent, how much I made. And that bang was one of my depreciating assets. Have a look at this fence wire. She is chock-a-block in there. That's what was making the noise. Oh! Shit, dude! Are you alright? You actually all good? Fuck! Holy shit! Yeah, he seems alright. You got ragdolled. Oh yeah. Please be on, please be on. Please be on, please be on. That little clip racked up nearly 80,000 views on Instagram. That's like my best video. I've got 50 new subscribers. I don't really do much on Instagram. Focus on this. But here's the end of financial year breakdown. We've got 42 YouTube videos for the year. And 36 of them were dirt bikes, 3 were mountain bikes, 1 snowboarding video, and 2 family holidays. Sounds simple enough until you look behind the scenes. Most of the dirt bike riding is not within an hour of my house, so minimum 2 hours in the car for every dirt bike ride. Not complaining, I love doing it. I don't mind to drive on the weekend. I don't like driving to work. But the KTM has racked up 150 hours now. The D-Max, I don't want to tell you how many Ks it's got on it. And yeah, a lot of them Ks were towing a camp trailer, towing a bike, rooftop tinny on, becoming the rolling billboard. And none of it's free. Tyres, chains, sprockets, servicing, oil, brake pads, wheel bearing, suspension. The list never ends. Cameras get upgraded, drones get crashed, batteries wear out, memory cards fill up. If it sounds like I'm reading from a script, I am, and I'm not enjoying it. This is like my 50th to 60th take. I'm trying to spit this out. But yeah, people see a 20-minute video, but what they don't see is the 100... I'll just leave that in, I don't care anymore. What they don't see is the 100 of hours of planning, travelling, filming, editing all week, replying to comments, and designing thumbnails. AI can only do so much. Oh, you're on top of the stick. Fucking stick. And these new AI cover photos that everyone's doing, I really dislike them. I think they look tacky and shit. I'll keep doing my own stuff. The only thing I get AI to do for me, really, is to write the blurb at the start of the video that I don't think anyone reads anyway, but YouTube needs it for search engine optimizers and algorithm triggers. But yeah, here comes the big question. How much did YouTube pay me? So this financial year, my YouTube ad revenue was a grand total of $200. Yep, $200. But I did sell $1,000 worth of shirts, but I sold them at cost. So I didn't make any money. I just simply wanted anyone that wanted a shirt to have a shirt with my logo on it, which is pretty cool. I understand why some creators charge $90 for a hoodie or a shirt or whatever. There's a lot of cost that goes into it. So if you're wondering if YouTube's the perfect side hustle or a great way to make money, don't quit your day job just yet. But here's the thing, I didn't start the channel to get rich. I started to document adventures, spend time with my mates and family, ride incredible places, meet some new people, and hopefully inspire someone else to get outside and have a crack. Yeah,
I needed more speed.
Now, I believe in speed.
But the money isn't everything. The memories, the laughs, the crashes, the places I've been, the community that's grown around the channel are worth more than the revenue ever will be to me. So whether you're watching because you like dirt bikes, mountain bikes, camping, family adventures, or you're just here for the chaos, thanks for watching, thanks for the support. I'm going to keep going. Once I have my tax appointment, I'll let you know if anything come of it. I don't think it will. Don't think you can claim
Third gear.
$20,000 worth of losses on $200 income. Time will tell. Maybe next year I'll get a full tank of fuel from YouTube. We'll see. Now, I probably should have done that monologue over a clip of all the year's videos. But I did start doing that. And then I ran out of time. And then the computer didn't like the hard drive, and then it played up. And I lost a few files. So you ended up with it on this video. Sorry. But I'll get back to live narrating now. Starting now.
Yeah. I'll come back.
Alright, welcome back. I'm finished narrating my friggin' little speech. This is a great day out. There's some new boys. We've been lingering in the group chat. We've never sort of bumped into each other. And yeah, they took us out to some really cool spots. Some old familiar spots. A new twist on some old spots. It was a really good day out. The fog did eventually clear. Look at this. The motocross boys showing us how it's done.
Jesus.
Tempted. I reckon if I had 6 to 7 more goes, I probably could have got the balls to do it, but I'm not a jumper.
I'm not a jumper.
Yeah, I just said that. You're not listening. Quite a few really good hill climbs out here. Now, over the next few weeks and videos, you'll notice my bike's a little bit revier, a little bit, maybe it feels a little bit sendier. I just changed to a 1348 sprocket, and it's made the world of difference. I was running a 1347, and 1-2 from the rear. Actually,
You're too far away. It wouldn't have been good footage. You're too far away.
That was annoying.
yeah, I was very surprised how much difference 1-2 could make on the rear, but yeah, it's man, made a world of difference. I'm loving the change. I never thought I'd be good enough to notice a change like 1-2 for a click on a suspension, but I'm starting to notice things more now. I'm really starting to get it after 150 hours of punishing this bike. I'm not saying I'm getting heaps better or any good, but that's a good thing.
Now!
Have a listen to this. Elmo.
It's not often I get on the stopper, but that was fucking good.
I'm gonna go again.
Can't pull out of the road. I'm doing it. Where you going then?
Now this is a gnarly little pinch / hill climb. Just pointing directly at the sun. Can't really see the top when you're going up it. Very sandy.
Froggy.
Just to finish up this week's video, here's everyone making the exact same mistake on the exact same log.
Stay
Just
up there
one of
and
them slippery gypsy logs.
stay there and I'll just we'll roll you forward.
Always happy to help, and as always, let me know what you thought of this video in the comments. If you liked the reading from the script, let me know. Even if you liked it, I probably won't do it
It's
again.
all against you.
I wasn't good at reading at school, hence why I ride a motorbike. Yeah, reading from the script is not for me. Now this log looks like nothing, but it's just on a funny angle. There's an embankment right there. One of them logs that right at the end of the day can really rattle you.
Thank you.
Oh, don't go sideways on the moss, man.
I actually thought there was going to be some carnage here for the end of the video, but
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh.
everyone nailed it.
That was very smooth. That was way too smooth and controlled. Especially for a
One of those
motocross.
hills where you just have to look like an absolute retard and be like, yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next week.
Go straight.
And 19th of July is a Wildwood practice day, so
Down
come on down. I'll be out there, be filming around, be doing a lap. Not at race pace, just to do a lap, show people a lap.
Now you're talking shit.
So yeah, come out, enjoy. See you there, and thanks for watching. Bye.
That hill at night is shit. Oh, really? Because the ruts are so like